Hey there, Brian here from Deckard & Company, and in today's video, we're going to talk about your website and its security. Do you have a website security plugin for the application-based security, or do you have a security system in place on your server, so server level, so application level or server level? That's what we're going to talk about today. So without further ado, but before we get into that, let's make sure we do this right here. Yes, that's right. We need to like, subscribe, and then hit that little notification bell so that you get, those notifications when we go live and all that good stuff. Okay, so why don't we get into it right here? Okay, so what we're going to talk about is the web application firewall. You've also probably heard it referred to as the WAF, okay? WAF. Yeah, we'll go with WAF. Okay, so when it comes to security, well, let's take a look right here. Let's take a look at what we found. Okay, so in conjunction with the company that we use for all of our servers, over the past year, they've noticed that security is obviously increasingly important for small businesses. Not only are they experiencing more attacks, they're experiencing 73% more cyber attacks or data breaches in the last 12 months. And that's up 43% from 2022, which is pretty freaking crazy. Right? And it's just going to get worse. And that's the sad part of it. Those malicious actors out there, they like to do bad things. And another thing that they found in this 12 months is a 24% increase in detected plugin vulnerabilities. Yeah, that's pretty crazy, right? So what they also found is that those WordPress security plugins, and we'll talk about a couple of them here, they've found that they've struggled to detect and clean certain types of threats. So that's why the company that we use and us in general, we have added something right out of the box on the server level. This web application firewall is right on the servers now that we provide for all of our clients free of charge, which is pretty cool. Because, in today's world, you got to protect your investment. You got to protect that website. But most importantly, you've got to protect those website visitors, because those are your potential clients, customers, followers, whatever it is you do. If you're an organization, you rely on those visitors visiting your website, and they're visiting your website in hopes that you've taken measures to protect them from getting a virus downloaded onto their computer, it's just stuff like, or those data breaches, I can't stress this enough. Take the time and do it right and get your website secure, So, okay, so let's go on to the next slide here. So these are the things that we recommend. But the first thing we want to talk about is what exactly is a firewall, right? Because not a lot of people really know what a firewall is. So basically, a firewall, it functions like, you go to the airport, and it functions like the airport security system. So it monitors traffic coming to your website and blocks those suspicious behaviors, such as someone trying to inject malicious code. Yeah, so that's kind of what a firewall is. So basically, firewalls are going to detect good and bad traffic based on predefined rules. So That would be like, at the airport, they're looking for liquids, sharp objects, batteries, blah, blah, blah. You get that, right? So a bad request would be like someone, if we're talking about your website, someone trying to log in multiple times or attempting to crack a password. That's the kind of stuff that WAF, or a web application firewall, is going to deal with. So when we look here, I'm not going to read it verbatim. You can read it if you wish. Pause the video and check it out. But the things that your WAF should be doing is this right here. It's IP and country blocking, automated threat detection, performance optimizations. And here's the best thing about doing a WAF on the server level rather than on the application level. So within your website, so a plugin on your website. And that's simply because the performance, those plugins, especially a couple of the plugins out there that I know of, are real resource heavy. So they're going to slow your website down. That performance is going to take a hit because which is good. I mean, it's a good thing that you've taken the steps to try to protect your website, but you're also going to take that performance hit, So go with the server level application. So back to here. So CMS-based WAF rules, DOS protection, that DDoS, they're terrible. That's where someone's going to just keep trying to hammer those passwords multiple times, within seconds of each other. And that's how they try to get into your website. It's also going to protect the weak password protection. It's going to add a honeypot at the server level, which is pretty awesome. Those brute force protections, and then bot protection. So all those malicious bots that scroll the web and they try to find those vulnerability spots to get into your website, those web application firewalls, they're going to help, which is pretty awesome. So a couple of the items that we're going to look at real quick here is what we were talking about. So let's talk about the plugins that you can install on your website. And these are just two of the most popular ones out there. Number one is this right here. So the all-in-one security. This is a pretty popular application-based security system that you would install on your WordPress website, and it works on the application level. Very good plugin. We've used it before in the past. It's a very nice plugin. Okay, so another one is this one right here, WordFence. This is a very popular plugin. Once again, this is on the server level. So you would get an account, you would upload the plugin to your website, and then it would protect your website using the plugin. So application based. So let's look at a couple of very popular. These are kinda on the server level here. What they do, and let's take a look at the first one here. Securi. This is a very popular security system, and basically what it does is it creates a proxy server. So when visitors, and the next one I'm going to show you does pretty much the same thing. So what happens is when a visitor, wherever they're coming from, go to your website, it's going to this proxy server because that's where everything's pointing to, right? And then that proxy is helping in the security. So it's doing all these wonderful things, right? All the meantime, your actual website is over here on this server. So it's pretty cool how it works. And then the other one is this one right here, Cloudflare. This is hugely popular. Kind of the same thing. It is a proxy, so it does the same thing Securi does. It creates a proxy server where everybody that's visiting your website, including those lovely malicious goobers out there that are trying to get into your website. You know, they're trying to hack this server when in reality your server's over here with all your files and stuff. So it's pretty cool how that works. Yep. So the biggest thing out of the whole video here is you need to take the security of your website very serious here in 2024 and beyond, because it's just going to get worse. So you need to start protecting your visitors today, those potential clients, customers, followers, what have you. Protect them. Very important. Very important. So if you are a client of ours, Deckard and Company, we definitely have already taken those precautions for you. You have no idea that it's even there, but we protect you on the server level. So every website that is hosted with Deckard and Company, we have that WAF, that web application firewall, on your server. So your website is protected. So it's very good. So it's that other layer of protection, you know, that protects us all, you know, protect that investment. That's the biggest thing. Protect that investment. So I hope you learned a little bit today. Of course, we can always dive deeper, but I always try to keep these videos as short as possible, and I try to give you enough information to get you going to look at what you need to look at to help. And of course, as always, if you have questions, comments, concerns, be sure to hit us up in the comments. We'll definitely answer anything we can. And if we can't answer it, we will obviously send you in the right direction to get you those answers that you need. Yeah. So, okay. So that's all I got for you today. Protect your investment, protect your clients, customers, followers. Get website security as soon as you can. Hey, thank you so much for watching. And as always, do take care and always do behave. Bye now.